Hi guys, my name is Tiffany Floyd and I'm one of the space teachers with Richmond Public Schools. I teach at Blackwell, Carver, and Fox Elementary. Today I'm going to do a STEAM activity with you. Your mission will be to use recycled materials to create an extraterrestrial creature. Now, extraterrestrial means from outside of Earth's atmosphere. Some of you may refer to these creatures as maybe creatures from another planet, okay? All right, so to help you get started, I'm going to share my screen with you so that you guys can see a little PowerPoint presentation that I put together. All right, give it just a minute. I'm sorry, it's kind of warming up. All right, here we go. And I'm going to hit present so that you guys can have a larger view. All right, so these are some things I've been able to gather. We have a couple of boxes of different sizes, and you'll see why in just a moment. I have a paper plate. I have some cardboard tubes, which I love. Two of them are left over from toilet tissue, and one is from paper towel. I have an envelope tucked back here. I don't know if you can see too well, but I have a clear plastic knife. I have two stiff pieces of cardstock. One is pulled from a sketchbook, a variety of cups. This one is a paper cup from Starbucks with the plastic lid. And I also have two cups here. This one is from applesauce, and this is just a standard red solo cup. Next, I want you to gather some adhesives. Now, you may have glue sticks or regular white glue in your home, and those work perfectly fine. Also, most homeowners, excuse me, have clear Scotch tape. That works too. I just don't happen to have any with me. You may have masking tape. A lot of teachers use that in classrooms. But in my home, I had blue painter's tape and clear duct tape. Also, I love glue guns, but if you have one at home, you will definitely need to get your parents' permission and assistance if you're young, okay? Please make sure you do that. I like to use hair ties for things. Since I've cut my hair, I don't have a use for these anymore. Rubber bands are great and have a variety of sizes. And also, if you have string or yarn on hand, they work well to tie and hold things together too. And last but definitely not least, you'll need standard supplies. I like to use a regular pencil because that way I can erase mistakes. If you don't have a pencil and only have a pen handy, that'll work as well. Please try to have a ruler on hand because we'll be doing some measuring later. And I love to use these in case I need a straight edge. Scissors are a must. The pair I've chosen has sort of a pointy end so that I can poke holes in things if I need to. All right. Now we're going to come back to our regular screen in just a moment. All right. So gather your items and maybe we can get started. All right. If you have a plain piece of paper or a sketchbook, I highly advise you to use it. That way you can maybe sketch or plan your ideas first, make any changes on here before you begin cutting things because it's very hard to put things back together once they've been cut. Again, if you don't have a sketchbook, a plain piece of paper will work as well. The first thing I did was cut that plate in half that I showed you guys earlier. All right, so here's half. And then these are the parts from the other half. I've already kind of disassembled them as well. And I did that because when I saw the curves here and the designs on them, I figured I could use them as horns. I could cut out both and maybe put them on the sides like this, one here and one here. Or I could turn it like this and put the other one like this. Or you can use just one and maybe stick it here for horns, okay? Be creative. This piece here, if I want to use it, I can. One of the things I like to do is put notches in cardboard. A notch is just a little slit here, and then another slit here. And then if I want to, I can connect these two pieces together by sliding one into the other. That's another way you can attach pieces without using adhesives. That sketchbook page I showed you from earlier in my group of recycled items, I grabbed that because I wanted to cut off the edge. I love this stuff, even though most people throw it away, because it's got like a like nice bits of frill. And my thought was I could roll each one because I actually have two of these. I could roll each one and maybe have some fringe at the bottom of the sleeves on my creature. Speaking of arms and sleeves, that's why I put these two toilet paper rolls to the side. I love these because they're pretty strong and stiff. And that box from earlier is a really good size. I could use it for the body or the torso of my creature. And then if I want to, I can maybe add these two toilet paper rolls to the bottoms for legs. If you choose not to use them that way, and if you have more than one of these cardboard tubes, sometimes I like to take the end of one, I'll put this down for a second, and I squeeze it like that just to make the diameter smaller. And then once I do that, I can stick it inside of another tube. And that way I've connected them without using tape or glue. You can pull this out a little bit, or you can, adjust it to suit your needs. One just so happens to be smaller than the other. So you can actually see the one I've put all the way through is peeking out on both sides, okay? And then I also have this paper towel tube that can be used in some way. Sometimes I'll make a slit, just one slit with my scissors, like this. And then I just open it up, and that can be used for something as well. I took that cover that was left over from the sketchbook, and I did an accordion fold on it because this is going to be pretty strong. It has a triangular shape down here, and triangles are very strong because of the way they distribute the weight. If you want to know how to do an accordion fold, you just start with the piece of paper, you fold up the bottom, and then do you see this edge right here? I'm going to fold this part back. And when I fold it back, I want it to fold down until it's about this same height, okay? So I'm going to continue folding, fold some more until it's about there. It's not going to be perfect, so don't be extra hard on me, okay? All right. Now this is how it looks from the side, okay? So you guys see this top edge here, and you see how I have my length there. Now I'm just going to fold this up. I'll turn it this way so you can see. Fold it up until the bottom of it is the same length as the bottom of what I folded so far. All right, and again, it's not exact. All right, I'll turn it to the side so you can see what I have. And I just keep going back and forth until I run out of paper. So again, now my length is at the top, so I'm going to fold this down until this is the same height as this, okay? So fold it down to about there. Give it a good crease. And then here's how it looks from the side again. This is what I have left. So I'm just going to fold this up. Give it a good crease. All right, and now I have my accordion fold. It's a tad bit taller here, so if I wanted to, I could take my scissors and I could get rid of this extra length, or I could just leave it because it may work like this for what I'm going to do with it. Let's see. Your twist ties and your rubber bands, you can get very creative when it comes to using these. If I want to make a bow tie, I could take this twist tie and put it here so it cinches in the center, and then I can kind of fan out the sides. So I have a bow tie for my creature, okay? Whatever you choose to do, please be creative. All right, so now that we're done with that, measuring. I want you to take that ruler you put to the side, and whether you've used it as a straight edge or not so far, I want you to measure the height of your extraterrestrial creature. If you're in kindergarten or first grade, I want you to definitely shoot for at least 12 inches or a foot. So I'm so sorry you're looking at the mirror image of my ruler right now, but you always want to make sure you start measuring right here at the 0, okay? And then you want to make sure you're moving in the correct direction, counting up. If you're in second or third grade, I want you to try to shoot for maybe, 14 inches. And if you're in fourth or fifth grade, try to shoot for 18 or more inches as far as the height of your extraterrestrial creature. Now that you've finished your creature, I want you to think about how it can be helpful. Does it perform a task? Or does it just help people with their everyday needs? You could sketch out what you wound up with after your build, and maybe you could add labels to point to the different parts and what they do. Or you could maybe write a short story about your extraterrestrial creature and what it does or what task it performs or how it helps people. But whatever you do, be creative. I enjoyed working with you all today, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.